everybody, how you doing today? Well, today's video is a part of the internal camera, which I'm going to take these little pieces and put them together for you so you can better understand them and figure your camera out and where you have to put things. So on this camera we're going to talk about burst rate, and the camera is capable of 12 frames per second in autofocus only, and 6 frames per second in continuous autofocus. So that being said, I wanted to find out on chapter 1. I do the chapter things because I think it's just easier for people to understand. There's 5 chapters in the camera itself, and chapter 1 is the very top one. Page 2, you'll see something that says burst rate, and for the JPEG, just a JPEG, it will say SH for super high, and then H for high, M for medium, and low for low. But when you switch over from JPEG to RAW plus, you lose the super high. You will not have it, but you will have the rest, the high, the medium, and the low. And this test is going to be about how long the shutter will snap away until the buffer gets full. I always wanted to know because, I tell you, I shoot medium, and I always will shoot there, because if you shoot in high, or you do a lot of burst and super high, just as in JPEG only, your camera's going to get hot. And lo and behold, that's exactly what my camera did while I was doing this test. I've never had a camera overheat until I did this test. But I was putting it through some rigorous, shooting, and I think it really started to get hot when I switched to the JPEG plus RAW. And I'm going to show you the symbols of what it looks like when it gets hot, and what it looks like when it won't run anymore, because that happened. And I'll be sharing this all with you in this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, I was out on site, and I found a little pond, and so I did the test there, and you will see the just the JPEG test for all 4 of the selectors you want, whether it's super high, high, medium, or low. So here we go. I'm going to show you these videos, and then I'm going to come back and just share what some of the things that I found with just shooting JPEG in this camera. I say for the JPEG shooters, you're going to have it's amazing, because believe it or not, but this thing shot away on high for a full minute without ever choking. That's pretty darn good. I didn't go over a minute because I just wanted to see how far it would go, but it was going longer than a minute. So both the low will go forever, because the camera can keep up with that. And I would imagine the medium will probably go a long time too, way past a minute, and the high also. But one thing I did find out when I switched it into super high, it was a 2-second burst, no matter what I did. Now this thing is like fast. It's really fast. So I don't know how many pictures you can get in a 2-second burst on high. Remember, all this was done in continuous focus, because that's where I shoot my camera. So we're at 6 frames per second is what they're quoting. And also the aperture setting was 4.0. So these were the constants. The aperture setting was 4.0, and it was continuous autofocus. So that's how this test was revolved around. And so here we go. Here's that test. Hi everybody. Well, today I'm at one of my favorite spots, and today's video is going to be about how long it takes to load the buffer when you're in low frame rate shooting, medium frame rate shooting, high, and super high. And I'm going to also do it for JPEG, and the aperture setting will be 4.0, which is what I shoot at all the time. And we'll see just how long it takes for the buffer to load for each of the low, medium, high, and super high frame rates. So here we are, we're set in the low frame rate, and I got my stopwatch here, and we'll just see how far she'll go before she starts to choke on the buffer. Here we go. This is also in JPEG only. Now if she makes it to a minute, I'll stop. All right, didn't choke one bit at slow, or I should say on the low. Now we're going to go to the medium, and we'll see how we're going to get there. We're going to hit here, and we are going to, oops, back out. Sorry, I didn't, there we go. We're on low right now, and this is all going to be JPEG. Now we're going to do medium, and we'll see how far that goes. So low does good in JPEG, at least for a solid minute or longer. But I'm only going to do a minute, because in that minute, it may be gone by then. All right, here we go. We're going to do the medium now. Remember, 4.0 aperture. 1, 2. That's doing really good for medium. Well, she's almost going to reach a minute here. And she did. So she went full bore in JPEG for a full solid minute. And this is in continuous focus, 4.0. That's really good. I'm a little surprised that it's gone that far. Now, remember, this is going to be plus. Now we're going to high. All right, so now we're in the we're heading up to high to see how long this will last. Okay, here we go. Let's reset the stopwatch here. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I notice the screen's not flashing any. This is in the high setting. She's still going strong. It choked at 50 seconds. So when you have it on high and you're at 4.0 with continuous autofocus, you will get 50 seconds of shooting time out of the high setting. Not bad. Not bad. That's really good. Okay. All right, now we're going to go to super high. This is the one that's going to be interesting. All right, let's reset our stopwatch. And here we go. She choked at like, well, we'll do that again. Get about 2 seconds of super high shot before you have to reset it again. As you can see, you can reset it. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Let me get a little closer. Yeah, so it's short bursts is what it is, about a 2 second burst, which is a lot of frames at 12 frames a second. So not bad. I'm really impressed. So there it is, guys. That's your maximum shooting level. If you have it in low or medium, you are well beyond a minute, no doubt about it. I think low would just continues to shoot, but it is kind of a slower frame rate. I would recommend, that's why I recommend medium. You can just hold it down for as long as you want. High, you can also hold down as long as you don't go over the 50-second mark, which is just before a minute. That's still pretty good. And when you get to the super high, you got about 2 seconds of burst each time you push the button down. That's all you'll get. So there it is, folks. If you're interested about the how long they last, that's it. Have a beautiful day, and thank you for this for all the support that you give me.
Yeah, so I was quite surprised to see that the medium and the high both lasted well, I'm sure, well over a minute. And the burst, there is no burst in RAW. I mean, when you're shooting JPEG and RAW, there's no super high burst. So, that being said, the camera is definitely favored toward JPEG shooters. Even though it does shoot RAW, and it shoots RAW really good. The only thing that I have noticed is I haven't been able to get the RAW pictures quite as sharp in processing as I can the JPEG pictures. I don't know if it's just me or the RAW, the algorithms or whatever they're using in there, but that's just my opinion. And pretty much I shoot JPEG now because I have new software. I have the Adobe Photo Essentials, I think is what it's called. And it's a free one. And I'm also thinking about going to the Adobe and the Lightroom for, I think it's $10 a month. You know, I've used Movavi for a long time, and I've always had problems with it banding on JPEG. It always brought the banding out. And the one thing I notice about the Adobe is it does not bring any banding out at all. It's a very, very good, stable software. So, that's just my opinion. I'm sure Movavi is a very good, but it was my first start. Now I'm moving up. I might get a little more advanced so I can bring more beautiful pictures to you. More amazing results from the Panasonic FZ300. but this includes the whole line. I mean, this isn't just the FZ300, but this is the only camera that shoots f2.8 from the wide to the maximum zoom. That's why this camera is so special. At least that's what my opinion is. Anyway, so please subscribe, like, and share. And have a beautiful day. Enjoy the video. I got some great pictures when I was out doing this little test with the burst rates and the buffer loads. So enjoy the video. Enjoy the great pictures that I actually took when I was out doing this test. And there will always be a special message at the end of this video. So please subscribe, like, and share. And have a beautiful day. And thank you all my subscribers and all the beautiful new ones coming online. And again, like I say, I'll see you on the other side.